From the Delta Sky Club
Welcome back, Miss Klein.
to the Jet Bridge, Delta Airlines relies on 5G solutions from T-Mobile for Business to power operations and serve customers faster. Together, we're putting 5G into the hands of ground staff so they can better assist on-the-go travelers with real-time information throughout the airport. This is elevating customer experience. This is Delta Airlines with T-Mobile for Business. Take your business further at T-Mobile.com/now.
I'm Peter Schrager, host of Good Morning Football on the NFL Network and the Season with Peter Schrager podcast. Whether you're ordering wings for the game or you're whipping up a 7-layer dip or you're ordering a pizza, there's something about football that makes you want to eat. And this football season, Uber Eats has the best deals on game day food, no matter what you're craving. From 2-for-1 pizzas to buy one, get one wings to whatever it is you want, Uber Eats will be dropping new deals each week all season long. Uber Eats is the official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now for game day. Terms and conditions apply, and see the app for details.
After looking at the film of that game yesterday, some of your teammates had some pretty strong accusations about guys not playing 100%, about guys playing soft. What did you see when you looked at it?
Some guys said stuff out there. We got together as a team. We watched most of the tape. I don't think that's necessarily the case. I don't think guys are out there soft. I don't think that's in anybody in this building's DNA to play soft. I think there was a strong lack of execution in certain areas, and especially early on in the game, speaking offensively. We only ran 17 plays in the first half, and that's because we couldn't stay on the field. And the execution, I'd say, was soft all day across the board. I don't think it was for a lack of toughness or physicality. I think guys coming here work hard and strain. And to say that we played soft, I don't think is necessarily true. I think there was just a huge lack of execution translating over to the games on Sundays.
Germaine got hurt, obviously, and was watching, and he's one of the players after the game. He's the one player who said when he was watching, he saw some players not giving 100%. Did you speak to him about that?
No, we haven't really spoken about that. He's kind of been in and out. He's dealing with his injury he's got going on. From him looking on the sideline, I don't necessarily know exactly what he saw. Haven't talked to him yet about it. But I really disagree. I think the guys out there are playing hard. They're giving everything they can out there. I mean, this is our jobs. We get paid to do that. So I don't think anybody's going out there with a soft mentality. I think just the translation and the execution, moving over from the week and the preparation over to Sunday is what's missing. And for whatever reason, we're trying to figure out why that's the case. And we've been trying to do that for a couple of weeks now. So got to keep chipping away at it, figure out how to get this thing going.
Thanks, John.
Yeah.
Rock.
John, you mentioned, it's been a couple of weeks here. We keep hearing the same message post-game from a lot of the leaders on offense and defense. Why do you think that that's not reaching the target audience? Is there a leadership void or is there a follower void?
Just the message and what exactly were you referring to? Sorry.
Well, a lot of the guys on defense, you hear about execution and getting the details down, right? So that's what seems to be frustrating a lot of the leaders on this team when they talk about what's going wrong. So why is that not being fixed by the people who are following those leaders?
Yeah, that's a tough question. Honestly, it's a really good question. Leaders on this team try to set as good as an example as they can out there on the field and in the team meeting room and the position rooms. And I'm not trying to call anybody out, but for certain people, you can only do so much for them. There comes a point where the execution or the detail isn't there, and whether that is on offense or defense or special teams, I don't know. We try to take care of our own house, especially on the offense side of the ball, leave defense up to what defense is, and we can only do so much as offensive linemen, just kind of speaking from our perspective. And feel like everybody has to, take ownership and of their position group and as a whole, the offensive defensive unit. And like you said, those details, the lack of execution, kind of turning into like a weekly thing. It's kind of something we've really been trying to figure out for this past month plus, and still haven't gotten it. But I still believe in this team. It's a really young core with a really good core of veterans, and still trying to figure out how to mold that stuff. And we're going to keep trying. There's no quit in this team.
I have another deep one on the same topic though. You've been around football teams your whole life. Some of the best teams, best coaches too. What do you think about this coaching staff and its message? Are they still telling the right message, or is it just falling on the wrong ears?
No, yeah, we've had the same consistent message all year, and guys have bought in. Guys believe in the scheme. I don't think it's necessarily the coaching message. There's the end of the day. When it gets down to the end of the day, we're the ones out in the field, and coaches are the ones that are calling the plays, and that they try to do their best to put us in situations for us to execute. I mean, sometimes just by the nature of how football is played, it's a wrong call or whatever, but then sometimes some guy makes a play and makes a wrong call right. And same thing goes for, being a player. You could have the perfect play call set up for a certain play, but then you don't execute it, and then it looks like a bad play call. So, I mean, everything's give and take in this game, and just got to do your best in preparation and making sure this thing gets right.
Thank you, John.
Yeah.
We'll take two more. Mark Canavero.
Hey, John, thanks for doing this and for the time. I'm just curious, as these losses mount and obviously frustration is building, how would you describe the vibe in your locker room? Because everybody's kind of, got their radar up about whether, Dayball's losing the locker room, guys are ticked off, that kind of thing. How would you, as a guy who's in there every day, describe, the mood in there right now?
Yeah, the energy leading up to these past couple of weeks has always been good. Whether that's in the locker room, out at practice, or in the cafeteria, it's been good. Guys hanging out in the locker room, once you got everything done for the day. Coming in here this morning, turning around on a short week. I feel like everybody feels like we were embarrassed, and we spoke to that post game in the locker room, and that is the feeling. And guys are in here, they're frustrated, they're mad, and we got a quick turnaround game in about 3 days now, so there's not much time left to dwell on that. Just about now, we got to start moving on. Got to go to Dallas, and that's good and bad. Coming off this loss, this really bad loss, and trying to flush that as best we can and move on to Dallas, and playing pretty much primetime game on a Thanksgiving holiday. It doesn't get much better than that. Try to get a win and feel good about ourselves going into the little mini bye week after that.
Thanks, John.
Yep.
Last one, Art Stapleton.
Hey, John. Thanks for doing this. Appreciate it.
Hi, Art.
Just in terms of, you struck me in the conversations we've had. You're pretty in tune with the sport. You've been a part of a lot of different teams. Sometimes on the outside, people expect yelling and screaming, and that's how people will get in touch and get through to teammates, or coaches get through to players. But is this a situation, just listening to what you're saying, where it's almost like the honesty needs to be focused on what guys aren't doing and what plays are not clicking, or the fundamentals aren't working? Because it just seems like you guys are focused, and you're focused on, doing the right thing, but then on game day, for whatever reason, those details are not carrying over.
Yeah, that's well said. That's really the kind of sense I get with this team. Everybody is attentive, locked in the meeting rooms, on the practice field, and like I said, we've been trying to figure out for a couple of weeks now that transition with taking all the walkthroughs we have, all the meetings we have, the practice time we have, and just your independent study and transferring that to feel comfortable out in the field on Sunday when it matters the most. And that's what we're missing right now. Like I said, again, we've been searching really long for how do we get this thing straightened out. And times like this can really, pull, teammates and teams apart from each other. But that has not been the message. Everybody in this locker room knows when, things get like this, it's time to come even closer together and figure out how we get this thing going together, because the more separated you come, the worse things get. A lot of dissent, but I don't sense that in this locker room at all. I feel like guys are still really into it, really connected, and trying to figure out how to get these results on Sunday. Nobody in this locker room is happy with how the season's gone. I mean, we all do this because we've played this sport for a long time. We enjoy it, and we want to win at the end of the day. That's what we do this for, because winning's great, and we bust our butts every week trying to prepare for these games, and just not getting the results. It hurts us just as much as it hurts all these fans, and we're disappointed in ourselves, and we're disappointed for them that we're making them watch these games. And but like I said, there's no quit in this team. We're doing everything we can to get this thing going.
Whether you're ordering wings for the game, whipping up a 7-layer dip, or ordering pizza, there's something about football that makes you want to eat. And this football season, Uber Eats has the best deals on game day food, no matter what you're craving. From 2-for-1 pizza to buy one, get one wings. Uber Eats will be dropping new deals each week all season long. Uber Eats, the official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now for game day. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Lowe's knows you want to get even more value for the holiday. That's why as a My Lowe's Rewards member, you get new member deals on holiday decor, tools, and more. And you earn points when you shop. More points equal more rewards to help you save on holiday and more. Not a member? Join for free today at lowes.com/MyLowe'sRewards, because Lowe's knows deals. Program subject to terms and conditions. Points are awarded on eligible purchases. See lowes.com/terms for full details, subject to change.